everybody. Welcome to Friends Talk. This is Winsome, and today is April 4th, 2017. Welcome to Friends Talk, and you can follow us we're on Spreaker, Friends Talk. We're on Facebook, Friends-Talk. My guest today is Miss Marquita Brown, and she has this book, Nobody's Perfect. It's a very good book, guys. You should really buy it and read it. And it's a very easy read because it's not a lot of pages. Very easy read. And it's deep. It is deep. Hello, Marquita. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. First, tell us about yourself.
Well, I am a mother of 4, 3 girls, 1 boy. I'm born and raised in Chicago, South Side.
Southside.
Yes, Inglewood. I am currently a community life manager at a supportive living community. So I work with seniors 65 and older.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're all about helping people.
Yes. I
Yes,
love
it's
it.
good to help.
So the book was in the making in 2005. So that year I was just extremely busy. I was a salon manager, and I had got my first home, so it was a lot going on then, so I didn't have time to finish it. So, you know, as life passes you by, things start happening. So last year I finally said that I'm just going to finish it because it just kept coming in my mind like, you need to finish. So I just made a commitment and said in June, I said this will be my Christmas present to myself, that I'll finish the book. So
Your book has about 5 different characters, and I like the way you write them, which means every character tell you who they are.
Yes.
They tell you what's going on in their lives. Did you, since the book started in 2005, did you start off writing the characters down on paper or write what they are all about?
You know what, I just recently, with the second book, I started, the second one, it's
This
a
is
part
a part 2.
Yeah.
This is a part 1.
Yeah, so I just recently started doing my character web. I didn't do that with this book because it would just come natural to me. I would put myself in Devontae's shoes one day, put myself in Micaiah's, shoes one day, and just start typing, about them and what's going on in their lives. But now part 2 is going to be a little thicker, and it's going to be more detailed into each character's lives.
Because this one just introduces.
Yes, just introduces what's going on, and then
on.
part 2 is going to get more deeper.
Question. So, are these characters solely in your head, or they are like in your neighborhood?
You know what? Actually,
because some of these characters are really characters.
Yes, they are.
I won't give the book away.
Yes.
But some of these characters, they are characters.
You know what? They are bits and pieces of me and some people that I know.
Which one is it?
I'll never tell. Yeah. So they all have bits and pieces of who I am and of people that I know. And actually, all of the ladies kind of have a little bit of me in it.
Okay.
Yeah, but the guys, I take them from bits and pieces of people who, who I know, not solely based on someone, but yeah.
The main character, I will say this, the main character, her father, is a hustler, and he died. And that's how the book started. And then some parts in the book now, like at a particular part in the book, I won't give away everything in the book, but she wanted to find out how her dad died. And then at a particular part, she found out that maybe her boyfriend's father and her boyfriend's brother did something to the dad.
Exactly.
I won't say.
Right.
And then it stopped. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Yes, I have to keep you wanting more. But
when it started to get, what did he do? Because I can't say.
Yes.
Can't say. But you guys Nobody's perfect. You got to get the book. And it's as you just said, it's a part 2.
Yes.
And you have to.
I'm already on chapter 6, so yes.
It's self-published.
Yes.
How did that work for you? How do you do that?
Well, actually, a lot of research, and I have a friend who he's also an author, and he kind of, gave me tips and things on how to do it myself. Because when you go through a publishing company, it's a lot of drama, and I have another friend who's an author, and he's with the publishing company, and all the stuff that they're doing for him, he can do it for himself. So so I found the person to do the cover. I edited myself. Just basically.
And the cover is like very interesting cover.
Thank you. Yes.
The cover is very interesting. So it does get your attention when you see the cover. You can't judge a book by the cover.
Not at all.
This is a good cover. This is a good cover.
Thank you.
I love this cover. So apart from part 2, do you have other books in your head?
Yes, I have about 3 other.
Are they like in this direction, or are they?
Okay, I can give you a hint to one of the other books.
Okay.
I used to ride motorcycles, so yeah.
Go on. Sorry.
Okay. So it's gonna be something based upon a female motorcycle club, which I was a part of one. So it's gonna be a little bit in that realm.
Talking about motorcycles, by some chance I was on Facebook and I saw the New Orleans motorcycle.
Yeah, the ladies with the heels.
Oh
yes, I saw them. Yeah.
And their bikes are all pink.
And they blow out the pink smoke and all. Yeah.
That is good. So it's going to be, because those are all professional
women. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So your book will be like something
about that and
along that line. Why don't you still ride a bike?
4 kids, full-time job, right? I don't have the time.
It's summertime.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
take up some time for yourself.
Yes.
Go a bike ride. Oh my.
Yes, I love it. I had a Yamaha R6, and it was actually the same color as the book. So that's my favorite color. So, yep.
You gotta get back on the bike.
Okay. You sound like my friend.
No, because riding a bike is so
liberating. Yes, it is.
It is. And I have to say that be careful on the expressway.
Oh, definitely.
But it's, sorry.
I know, I understand. It's okay.
I'm off topic. Okay. Back to the book. Had the main character, one of your characters in the book, she is going through a hard time now. Like hiking. The characters are Heli,
Micaiah,
Ebony. Which one is going through the rough time again? Ebony.
Yes.
Okay. How did you write her character at the ending part? How did you, what's going through your head to write her character?
Well, again, I had to kind of zone out.
Because it's a dark place?
Yeah, it's a dark place. I had to actually zone out and take myself out of it. So I had to, we all have that other alter ego thing.
We do.
I do. Her name is Vixen. Yes, that's actually my club name. So you kind of take away the good and you just go into a deep, dark place, and then it's so much going on in the world today. So you kind of think about things that other people have going on and where their minds are. Even you can put your mind in the victim, or you can put your mind into the villain. And sometimes writing a book, you have to, be a villain. So you have to understand where that person is coming from. And even though you're a villain, you still have emotions. You still have, things going on. You still have a reason for the things that you're doing. even though they might not be a good reason, but yeah. So you just have to. And then when I let my friend read that part, she was like, "Oh my God."
Yes.
She said, "Where did you come up with?" I just so
you just put yourself there. And with what they talk about with Mel B today, a part of, like just now, a part of your book reminded me, because Eli, the lawyer guy,
yes.
he is doing or did do something to her, kind of.
Yes.
Like what's happening in the world.
Yes.
Now with Mel B.
Yeah.
And her soon-to-be ex-husband.
Right.
So a lot of your book is real.
Yes.
It's life.
Yes.
It's what goes on with individuals.
Yes.
It's what we see on the street with the hustling and all that stuff. So this is a good book, and I cannot wait.
Yeah. I get that on my Facebook page every day. When's part 2 coming? So,
I know.
Yeah.
So Facebook page. What is your Facebook page?
Author Marquita Brown. I'm working on my website as we speak. I was over there texting my web designer. It'll be authormarquitabrown.com. You can also get the book on Amazon.com. You can get the digital copy or the hardcover copy. If you want a signed copy, you can reach me through Facebook.
I want a signed copy.
Yes, I'll sign it. You can reach me through Facebook, and I will send you a signed copy.
And how much? I got my book on Amazon, so my book is the electronic
version. Yes.
Yeah, so I have to buy a signed copy.
You
I gotta get that. I gotta get that.
Okay.
So, and it's not very expensive.
No, not at all. The digital copy was $9.99, right? And this is $20.
So how did you go from self-published to Amazon? How did that?
Well, actually, it all comes together. No, it actually all comes together. Amazon has the publishing page. So it's for self-published authors. You just go through Amazon and they take you step by step. You upload your cover, you upload your book, you set your pricing, you can do discounts, you can do whatever. So
see, technology people.
Yes, you can do it yourself.
Technology.
Yes.
And the fact that it is self-published made me feel like, wow, girl.
Yeah.
You do it yourself.
Yes.
How did your kids read the book?
They didn't. They didn't. Oh, no.
How old are they?
My oldest is 16. So 16, 14, 12, and 8. So no, they won't read it.
Because do you think they'll ever read it?
Yes, when they get older. Yeah. But they are pretty receptive, and they tell me every day, Mom, we're so proud of you. And when the morning that it got published on Amazon, I was just screaming. My daughter's like, what's wrong, Mom? So I showed it to her. She was like, yay. So she went to school and showed her friends, and she sent me a text message and said, Mom, I'm so proud of you. It's good to see, things like this. And it just brought tears to my eyes. So.
Yeah, because it's good for them to see that you did it with all the jobs that you have and everything that you do and raising them. You said 3 girls and a boy, right?
Yes.
So, it can be done.
Yes, it can. Dedication, hard work, sleepless nights. Lots of sleepless nights. But once you see it, like I had my book release party last week. And like I told my guests, it still doesn't seem real. It is real. I know. When I look at it, it's real.
It is real.
Yes, but
and it is real. See, it is real.
Yes.
So you're done pinching yourself. And
yes.
Did you drink to celebrate?
Definitely. You had a glass of wine, and I popped open a bottle of champagne and just celebrate in my room because I was tired. So in my room. Yeah.
I am thinking, okay, when you were in school, did you think, was this one of your dreams in school to be a writer?
Actually, yes. When I was in high school, it was me and a group of friends. We almost had like a book club. So we would just read different books. One of my all-time favorite is The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Soldier.
Yeah. She's a singer, right? She was a rapper,
yeah. Yeah, so that book kind of just opened up my eyes to like, you can really write about anything. So, you know, that book was excellent. So I might let my daughter read that one day too. Yes, baby steps. So after reading that and then just having so many things in your mind that you just want to get out on paper, because I've been writing for a long time, I just haven't, you know, put it out there.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of things written down. So
Do you have a journal?
yes, I have about 4 journals. So that's something I need to go back into my first journal and see, you know, see the changes, see.
You will see, because I also have journals.
Okay, yes.
And I tell my son the only time you can read these books is when mommy is gone.
Yeah, don't read them now, not now.
And when you go back into your journal and read this stuff, I'm like,
What was I thinking? Yes.
Did I really think
Yes,
that?
yes.
Why was I like this? But it's always good.
Yeah, it shows your growth.
It
shows
does.
your growth, yes.
And where you are at a particular time, like a particular year, you know, what's going on in your life. Because now I don't remember half the stuff I did.
Exactly.
But if I go back in the journal, I see how I was thinking.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever publish like your journal? Are they like publishable?
Maybe when I'm in my 60s, where I really wouldn't care what anyone thinks at that time. So yeah.
When yeah. Because you know, we tell our journals
Everything. Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Some things we can't even tell ourselves.
Exactly. And I think when I'm an introvert. Most people, you know, when I'm out, you know, with my friends and we're partying and things like that, I'm just usually sitting in one spot and just watching, people watching. So, you know, sometimes that's where I get my characters from, you know, seeing some people and, oh, okay, go home or on my phone and my notes and just, you know, doing things like that. So it's basically research when I'm out, just people watching.
We will be looking forward to the rest of your books, especially part 2. Do you have a title yet?
Nobody's perfect, too.
Okay. And we will, so do you have like a rough idea of when this might put some pressure on you to start typing faster?
Yeah.
When part 2 will come out roughly?
Roughly the fall.
This fall?
Yes, this fall.
Good. Okay.
You don't have to wait too long.
No, because I really want to know what happened, because now I cannot say, guys, I cannot say, you gotta buy the book, but I really want to know.
Yes, okay.
What happened to this particular girl and Eli and her boyfriend, to everybody.
Yes.
I want to know what happened.
As soon as I'm done, I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, I really want to know. Okay, I keep saying that, but it's true. I really want to know. Okay, so we are going to sign out of this segment, and the 2 other hosts, Hannibal and Bobby, will be joining us. You are able to stay over, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we will pause, and then they will join us, and then we will continue.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey friends, talk again. I am Bobby.
I am Diva.
I am Marquita.
And I'm Winsome.
That rhymes. It's like a song, right?
Can you say that one more time?
Bobby.
Diva!
Marquita.
Winsome!
Damn, we sound good.
Alright. So we're here interviewing Miss Marquita about her new book, Nobody's Perfect.
Part 1.
Part 1, yes.
We just found out there's gonna be part 2.
There's gonna be a part 2.
Yes.
And speaking of that, are you sure that it's only gonna be a part 2? Do you think it's gonna be anything more?
Not sure.
Right, you're still in the process of part 2.
Yeah, just gonna let my fingers take over. And stuff.
And although I didn't read the book, it sounds like it ended on a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Do you think that part 2 is going to end on a cliffhanger? Or do you think?
Well, there will be some things that are that's closed. some things that happen in book 1 you'll finally get the answers to, but then something else is gonna come up in part 2.
And then this book, the cover, it's just like, never judge a book by its cover.
Right.
I wouldn't think, like you just explained what this is about, I wouldn't think this would be about.
It is about. It really is about.
We are, friends talking, we talk about everything. I thought this was like a sex book. I am serious.
And speaking of that,
There is sex in there.
Yes, there's some sex in
There is some sex, some
Ooh, like,
good sex in
damn,
there.
like good sex? Like
Yes.
50 Shades of Grey kind of sex?
Yeah.
what are some of your influences? Like music, other books, movies, authors?
Actually, I don't want to give too much away that's in the book, but there is, speaking of sex scenes, there's one particular sex scene.
I was getting gypsy all this stuff, right?
Yeah,
I know, right?
in the book,
Let me just
something
turn around.
that the character does sexually is something that a lot of women are doing now, which is
Let me get my pen and paper.
Is this show rated? What's the rating of this show?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
We grown.
so it's
So women do it now? More often?
yes, it's giving fellatio with the grapefruit.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yes, that's in there.
Yes.
I gotta say, I have to learn how to do that.
Yes, well,
Can
you
you
can.
say something? I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why I have to learn how to do that.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
You know what fellatio is.
I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know. What
Yes,
it
you
is.
do.
Yes, you
You have done it.
Well,
This is the proper word for it.
yes, the proper word. But
This is
I'll
the
tell you
proper
off
word
camera.
for it.
But
Believe me.
Yes.
No.
that technique came from this
A technique?
fellatio. Yes, this fellatio instructor. Her name is Angel. You can look her up, Angel Erotic Solutions. She has DVDs, she has books, she has everything.
Yeah, I think I know it.
Okay, exactly. So, so that was just something that I kind of took from that because I did take one of her classes.
Oh,
So,
yes.
How was that?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
You're in Chicago?
yeah, she's from Chicago actually. You can look her up. She has books. She has DVDs. She has classes. She's done a lot of different celebrities like the Housewives and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's done class with them too. So.
Interesting. I didn't know you could take a
I
class.
did not know that.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
on anything.
Because I need to know, because it's.
She's like, I need to know.
What do you need to know? I remember in the book when she saw it, and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Did you Google it?
No, I did
Yeah,
not.
let's Google it.
I
Y'all
did
know
not.
Well, speaking of like sex and literature,
I gotta know, because you
movies,
guys are
music,
not
and
telling me.
everything, what do you think? What is it about sex and like books like this? Like why? Because books like because this cover remind. I never read The Coldest Winter Ever, but I know
Okay.
about it.
Yeah,
I know about
yeah,
Sex
yes.
Chronicles and all those Zane books and stuff.
Yes, definitely.
So what do you think is the reason or the like the power behind sex in these books?
Well, actually, the power behind it is when you're reading a book, it takes you to another place. It takes you outside of who you are and puts you into that character. So and then it also teaches you, hey, I should try that, you know. So it's just juicy. So everyone loves a little juice, a little drama, a little, you know. You may have some things going on in your life and you just read a book and you kind of forget about that for a
Totally.
moment.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so that's what it is. You just see something different or, you know, read something different. And because as you're reading, you're seeing it, you're visualizing it. So it's just like, oh, wow. So.
They say radio is the theater of the mind, but books are really the theater of the mind.
Exactly. So yeah, when I read, it's therapeutic for me. I rarely watch television, so I'm always reading or writing. So, yeah.
So you've never read a Zane book?
Yeah.
Oh.
I read Sex Chronicles.
Yes.
Part one and two.
Hello, Diva.
I'm sorry.
Would you like to come back to us?
I was just like picturing how you teach that.
We were researching fellatio.
I was researching
The
the
grade
classes.
Is
grade-
there a cunnilingus class?
I don't know. I
What
never.
kind of class?
Cunnilingus.
The opposite of fellatio.
Oh,
Oh no, I
really?
never looked that up.
Why can't we just?
There should be a class on that.
Yeah.
Well, there
Some people
should be a
need.
class on both of them. But
Yeah.
There should be a class.
She said some people.
Yeah,
do
some
need it.
people need.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
there are classes. I mean, I recommend watching American Pie for. That's how I learned my cunnilingus.
Okay. I'm gonna research that. I'm
Okay,
gonna
cool.
See if that.
The first one.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, guys.
I'm just trying to picture that one moment in American Pie.
It was there.
Anyhow, well, going back, can I ask my question?
Oh,
now?
go, please.
Okay, so you did say before when you were interviewing with Winston that you own or used to own a shop, a hair shop,
Hair
right?
salon.
Hair salon. I don't know if you're aware, and I want to know what you think of what they're making it into a law for hairstylists to report domestic violence, because since when we get our hair done, you're like literally behind me.
Yes.
And you can see a clear picture of my body. We get to talk, and the mood, the tone. You get to see me physically,
Yes.
mentally, and emotionally, because I can talk to you, you can talk to me. And now they're making it a law for hairstylists to be trained on how to report domestic violence if they believe that it is happening to their customer.
Yeah.
Because there's a law that says that you can't actually report it because you're not certified to report it. Also with massage therapists, they want to bring that into a law as well, not only for hairstylists but for massage therapists, because they basically see you naked.
Right.
So they can see bruises on your arms, because I asked my sister and she told me that when they're massaging someone's body, you're not allowed to ask them what it is. You're allowed to ask them what it is, like, and they can answer like, because I guess you can't massage when it's bruised up. You can't do it, so you have to go around it. But that's it. You can't ask like, oh, how did this happen or anything. How do you feel towards that? Do you feel? Well, first of all, have you experienced that, seeing bruises on a woman?
Well, no, I haven't, but it's with me, it's kind of 50-50, because I'm a mandated reporter for abuse or things like that with my job. So working with seniors and with the public, there are certain things like I have to report, senior abuse and things like that. But when it comes to being a hairstylist, I really think that it's a thin line because it's confidential. It's like if me and you were friends and I'm confiding in you in something that happened, I'll feel like you violated our trust. But then again, as a friend or as your hairstylist, I don't want to see you hurt.
Yeah.
So I would think that's pretty, that's pretty intense. And I really don't think that it should be a law to put a hairstylist or a person of service in that position to report something, from one of your clients, because technically when you're at the hair salon and at the barbershop, that's your place of comfort.
Yeah.
So that's your place of peace, and then you don't want to come in there and just shut down, not say anything and just like, okay, I'm here strictly for my hair, and because going to the hair salon is therapeutic.
Yeah.
So I think that would kind of distance a client from coming to you or from saying anything to you. And if I am truly your friend or your stylist, I'll talk to you and say, hey, this isn't a good situation. I think you need to get out, and not just saying, oh, I have to report this. It's how you come at a person with certain things. So it's a 50-50. It's like a give and take. Like I would never want to see any of my clients or any of my friends or anyone I know in that position. So again, like I said, it's hard. Now, if I was to report it and I knew for a fact what was going on, I would pull my friend to the side and say, hey, this has been going on for too long, you know. As a friend, I'm going to report this, or, you know, I'm going to say something. But if it's like random, or, you know, because some people just speculate, and that's another thing in the hair salon, it's a lot of gossip.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't want to have a false accusation on someone either. So, yeah, it's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah, what I think, my opinion on this is, I like where this is going because, you know, did you know that every fifth woman is abused in the United States, and every third woman dies of domestic violence because of their abusers. So sometimes women shut down because they want to pretend what it's a perfect family, and there's no such thing as a perfect family. But I feel like as a society, as the community, you know, we should be able to speak out for them. And sometimes it could be good, and sometimes it could be bad, because, you know, most of the ratios of like women that die is because they left the situation, and, you know, they got killed by that person that was abusing them. You know, so I think it's a win-win situation. We just need to be very careful. Who do we say it into? Who do we say it?
And how we pursue it. Because if there has been, you know, because the law is kind of fickle when it comes to things like that. If you haven't reported it, if it hasn't been reported enough, you know, they kind of brush it to the side. Oh, this is just a couple's, you know, dispute, things like that. And then you find out one day that this woman died because, you know, you guys didn't treat this, you know, as such. So in some instances, you know, a woman will be like, well, I'm not going to go to the police. They're not going to do anything. So, you know, that comes, that is just like, what can I do, you know, when you're in that situation. And then also if he's the breadwinner and you want to leave, you really do want to leave, but you have kids, so what are you going to do? So, you know, it's every case is different, but the outcome will definitely be the same. You will die. So he will definitely kill you, or, you know, you'll be hurt. So I really think it's up to the individual on how they leave. Leaving, it's like no-brainer, leave. But you have to take the necessary steps to leave, like report it. Locks changed, make sure the police know, you know, keep a log of everything that's going on so they won't. And then once the police take them away, don't bring them back. That's another thing that happens, you know. So you have to stand firm and stand strong. Like, this is what I want for myself. This is what I want for my children, or, you know. So, it's up to that individual.
And talking about that, in today's paper, we hear about Mel B being abused by her husband and all that stuff that...
Scary Spice.
All that stuff that was taking place behind closed doors, and you never really know
there's no such
what
thing
goes
as
on behind closed door. And she is the breadwinner in that family, and she chose to stay as long as she stayed, because, as you said, being me in her shoe, okay, I am famous. I don't want you, the public, to know that my husband is doing all these things to me. And the marks that you see on my body, I will come up with some excuse not to let you know what's going on in my house. So it is hard, even with her being, it's like shame attached to it, attached to her. She feels bad. She, being a woman, you always think, I can change him. He will not do that anymore if I, like, don't talk too loud, if I cook the dinner when he comes home, but it's not you. That's the problem. The problem is him. It's not because you talk loud, or because you don't cook, or because the house is not tidy. You are not the problem. The problem is him. But being famous, you need to portray a certain kind of image. And wanted to find out is what actually broke the camel's back. What made her decide something had to happen for her to say, I can't do this no
Well,
more.
how did the public find out in general?
Because she
because
made
she filed for a
statements.
divorce? or
She filed for divorce and then she did a restraining order against him and her kids. So
And
he,
her
and the kids.
Did he do something to the kids?
No, but because they would have contact
Of course.
with each other,
Yeah.
she filed for the kids until taken to court. So, but he did come on Twitter and he did say, you know, I usually don't respond to Twitter comments, but I'm gonna respond to this because I have never beaten my wife. Those are false
So he's denying
accusations.
it.
He's
So
denying
he's
it.
denying
He's
it.
denying it.
So when she comes home with bruises, because I see this bruise on her face.
Yeah, that was
If
when the
I am your
Olympics.
husband
Yeah.
and you come home and like, babes, you know, what's going on here?
Yeah, as a man, you would say something, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
Right.
And if I am unable to come up,
Answer you.
like something is wrong here. So if she comes home with this on her face, he's going to like do what? Nothing.
And and they said that she got the bruise on her face from falling or something?
Yeah, that she fell on a carpet and because you know when you fall on a carpet hard, it burns.
Right.
And supposedly it burned, but that's what she said. And because this event here happened when she was performing at the Olympics, the end performing. So that's when they noticed, and she said, "Oh, you know, I just fell and it burned my face."
When you fall, rubber
Is when you've been
Yeah.
drugged.
is
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
fall on the carpet,
Right.
It's not
going to
But that
damage
was,
your skin.
but okay, but that's the reason that she gave. But now in the statement where there's where she filed, she says that day he choked her and she was on the floor and he dragged her. So, and it was that same day that she had to go on stage.
with that
With-
mark on her
that's why
face.
the
So
mark
they
was
had to
there.
like do a lot of makeup to
Yeah,
cover
and
it.
also when she was performing with Usher, I don't know if you guys remember for the X Factor, when they were doing those promotions, it was her and Usher. There's a picture of her with a cut here on the side of her lip, and she has said that she was feeling sick and that it was a cold sore, and then they had to cover it up with makeup. Which, hey, that's a very limited, you know, it's
excuse.
yeah, it's a legit
Legitimate.
excuse, you know. But what actually happened that she wrote down on the paper is that he came in and he was like, so you were actually doing this thing with Usher, and she said yes, you know, she was invited, and there was the contracts were already signed, and he was jealous. So he grabbed her, he choked her again, he put her on the floor, and he punched her, and he opened her lip.
But
And that's what
I am
happened.
thinking, she is the breadwinner. That's all it's in my
Yeah,
head.
but you said
Wouldn't you be like, get as much money as you can? Why? You know, men's ego sometimes are so.
Yeah, but if your ego as a woman, if you're not emotionally stable within your own,
Yeah, I was
you're
gonna
gonna
say.
let that happen to you.
I don't think so. No,
We don't know
I
how she
don't.
was feeling though.
Yeah,
We don't
but-
know like all the stuff that was going on behind closed doors, you know?
That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but wouldn't you be like?
Well,
wouldn't
as
you
a man,
yes,
like I can't
As a
just
man
say.
not being the breadwinner. I gotta
Is
put
that so? How
that.
do you know I'm not very one?
No, in that
No, right. I know what you're
you're a
saying.
man and Annabelle is the breadwinner. Why would you mess with your breadwinner?
To keep me on point. I'm thinking as a man, like,
it's a
you're
control
mine.
thing.
You're
It's
mine.
a control thing
But
because I don't
if
think.
you have all these things, you cannot go to work and you work in the public eye.
But this was his thing. This is what he said. That's what you get for flirting with other men. You should have thought of that before flirting. So then this is a man that is actually like, you know, he's probably
He has some other issues.
Yeah.
Because he's not even he's not even thinking like that. He's not thinking clearly like,
not.
you know, hey, this is the money right
And
now.
for her to stay as long as she did, she was in a certain mental state as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's-
Yeah, you have to think about that because he
He broke her down.
Yeah, he broke her down and made her feel, less than, or made her feel like I'm the only man that's gonna want you. You know how they do. I'm the only man that's gonna want you. Nobody will want you. Listen to me, or I'll kill you. You know, So
Or our kids.
yeah, so you never know why she stayed.
And they have a daughter together, I think, because she also has a daughter with Eddie Murphy. And I think that daughter is like 10 years old or something like that. So, wow.
So that's exactly where my other thing. I wonder what Eddie Murphy is gonna say about this whole situation because
But he cannot say much.
he can say something that's their kid is living with her. So wouldn't you want to know what the
Of
heck is
course.
going on if we have a kid and I'm in a relationship?
Oh, yeah.
And you just found out all of this happened. What would be your reaction?
Well, if this was my reaction, I want my daughter, number one, of course, and also her mother, the woman that brought my daughter into this world, I want them to be safe. So that would be my number one concern, just them being safe. And I mean, she filed for divorce, they got the restraining order, so this is a process. She's in the public eye, so that's kind of a good thing where, she's not really alone that often, so he can't, just sneak up on her. That doesn't mean that she's completely,
Safe.
right, but it's a process. Like you said, it's, baby steps.
Yeah, it is.
to get
And not
through.
only that, my other thing is like they were saying that he forced her to have threesomes.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And my thing is like, how do you force someone to have a
You
threesome?
can do that. That's how you become a hoe. That is how you become a prostitute. Like not a prostitute, but like say, I keep picking on you, but not purposely.
He's
Like
only
say,
male here.
like say you and Annabelle are together, okay, and you wanna.
Why me and Annabelle gotta be? How come me and you can't
Okay. We are together, and you wanna turn me out. You will say to me, baby, he's my friend, and you sleep with him just this
be? No,
once.
first of all, we're not gonna have a threesome with two guys.
No, you bring a guy, you bring the John in, but I don't know that it's a John. So you are telling me
So we bring the Jane in, and then
that you bring a John to the house. To the house. You wanna
You
be a
bring big Jews to the house.
You bring a John to the house and you are telling me to sleep with the John just this one time, baby. Just sleep with him this one time.
oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Is that what he did?
You wanna
Just to turn her out, just to get her
You
more
want to
like.
turn me out.
Mm.
So you have to
Make you do
loving things for me. So just the same way he
I don't know.
talk her into having sex with somebody else. Was it a man or a woman?
It was woman.
It was a threesome.
Threesome with
It doesn't
it was
have to be-
him. It was him and two other, her and
Another
another
girl.
woman.
Well, you have to remember too that he has been taking her down
Right.
for quite some time.
Yeah, but
And I see why you said that, because having sex with another man, that's weird, I think. And that would
why would
probably.
that be weird?
Because it's like, all right, I'm not gonna, like, if I'm gonna bring another guy for my wife to have sex with, that's weird.
No, but
So it would be okay. Wait, hold on. So it would be okay for you to bring another woman to have
of
sex
course,
with your wife?
that's their dream.
That's not fair.
No, but what I'm saying is, what something mentally destructive would be for me to, like, bring in another guy.
Yeah, but you want to be a pimp. You want to be a John.
I think he would.
Not in that situation. Not in their situation. If you are going to turn me out, you want to be a John. You want to be a pimp, and you want money.
I don't want my wife to be
am-
one of my hoes.
She's. Really?
No, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not one of these guys.
It's not. It's not. Okay.
Not his personality.
Mr. Bracy is a gentleman, first of all.
I'm not a gentleman, I'm a.
Going to go there, but you
Say he's a
are
gentleman.
going to sit
All right.
there and you are going to tell me that if I am a runaway and you want to be a pimp, you are not going to tell me, baby, I love you, and all this crap to get me to sleep with somebody so that you can get some money.
Okay, this is when I get creative and I get into a mind of a villain, all right? Because the way I would do, I would make it seem like it's for her benefit, you know.
Whatever you have to do.
Right, like we have to get this money, so all you gotta do is, you know, get him right here,
Just
get
this
him right
one
over
time.
there.
Just this
this
one
one
time,
time, you know, you're gonna enjoy it, you know, it's gonna be fun, we're gonna make some money.
Yes, and then you're gonna make some money. Yeah, because after I do my stuff, the money goes to you.
Well,
And I am like,
sorry, next time you gonna get.
I think so. I'm anybody.
He sounds like a professional. I take the gentleman back.
Yeah, but
Because I'm
I'm able to see how he can talk her.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm
Because
curious
he's
in that
been
term.
He's been like,
I think we as women, I mean, if someone were to come to me and be like, hey, you wanna, you know, just do it for me one more time, I feel like it's really up to us in that circumstance. If you say no, what else can he do that he hasn't done to you? Beat you up? You know?
the kids.
Right. What was his bribe technique? He could have used the kids. He could have drugged her.
Because
Are there any
you will
witnesses?
protect your kids.
Yeah.
You will
I
protect your
can see it
kids.
in that way, but it's just very hard for me to like,
You will protect your kids.
yeah.
You got kids, you will protect your kids no matter what. So,
And maybe she enjoyed it a little bit. Maybe.
well,
And then he switched it up by saying like, hey, I'm gonna leak this if someone.
Exactly. Like we recorded this, so I'll leak it. You know, unless you don't.
And does she even know that it was recorded?
Right.
Well, she says that it was recorded.
Oh.
She says that it was recorded. And another thing is that he got the nanny pregnant. And he made the nanny get an abortion.
so
and
she
got the-
knew about that.
She knew about that, yeah.
Nobody knew that they were. Wouldn't you like leave? Wouldn't that be a perfect out?
Scenario to like go, especially because you're like a public figure. Be like,
Wouldn't that
well, he's
See, you know,
perfect out?
I think this sounds like a classic toxic relationship.
It is.
And a lot of times toxic relationships are like
Deep
magnetic.
rooted.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's deep rooted in maybe, you know, her childhood or,
Yeah,
his
right,
childhood.
yeah.
Because for a woman of her stature to let this go on for this long says something about what she's been through.
Right.
And we probably don't know.
Because she's a strong black woman.
Yeah, she is, but depending on what happened, like again,
Yeah.
when she was a child, in
Yeah.
other relationships,
We all have demons, yeah.
we all have demons that she probably hasn't even fought yet.
Yeah.
And him,
Exploit,
exactly, he probably knew that. She probably poured her heart out to him, and he's like, "Hey, this is how I'm gonna get you." You know?
Oh, man.
that is creating for 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow, they've been together 10 years?
They've been together, and she said that the domestic violence happened with the first year of marriage.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it went on for 10 years.
And it's been going, well, yes, for 10. Because she just filed for divorce this year, last month, meaning March. That's where I was getting confused. March and April.
Wow, 10
But meaning
years.
March
That's
is
a
when she
lot of
filed
time.
for divorce. But that's what I'm saying, 10 years? And you know,
Wonder if she told somebody because
she says she
Somebody
claims that
had
there's
to say
pictures.
Yeah. One of
I mean, the makeup artist, how would you
Yeah.
tell if you're doing my makeup, right? And you're like, so how are we gonna cover this up? What are you gonna say? Like, well, what did that happen before putting any foundation on you?
Yeah,
You have to ask me, like,
Like, oh yeah, that looks bad. Like, I know you get that from the carpet. Like,
what kind of carpet do you own?
yeah, but
You
the
know?
makeup artists won't
right, it's like they supposed to do their job. Don't be asking my questions
Yeah.
say anything.
You didn't see nothing.
It's just like if you say something, there's another makeup artist that won't. You know?
Yeah, they won't say anything.
No, so, you know.
But yeah, even one of her friends, one of our Spice Sisters or something, like somebody like.
Somebody knows.
I think they did know. I think, you know, because we all have girlfriends and we can vent to them. And I feel like they did know, they just didn't want to say
They didn't want to
anything
say anything.
because they didn't want to risk.
Her reputation, everything.
Right.
And they had to have been talking to her.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And in most situations, whether it's physical abuse, mental, drug abuse, any kind of abuse, that person can't be helped until they're ready.
Exactly.
So, and that's probably where it's at right now. They probably said, a million things to her.
Oh, yeah.
Probably tried to get her away, but she's gonna keep going back, and that's another thing. That's why I said that, if you confide in me and I break that trust, that's gonna drive you deeper into that
Right.
person.
Yeah.
So, until you're ready to break free of that, I'm gonna support you as much as possible. But when it comes down to whereas I know for a fact is, if you're in the hospital bed, near life
Right,
and
then
death,
it's like you gotta put yourself in front of
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So now, I'm glad she filed for a divorce. So maybe again, like something broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
So whereas if she's like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And now I know her friends are like, yes, thank you. We've been
Right.
waiting on this, Because again, you can't help anyone who doesn't want to help themselves.
Yeah, because, and I feel like this is everything, like, the first step is admitting that you need help. And because even though you can be telling me,
Right.
well, you gotta leave him, if I feel that I'm not
It's okay.
going to, the more you tell me, the more I'm gonna be stuck in that.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna be there, so,
Just be there and support that person as much as possible.
So what do you guys think are some tips in getting out of an abusive relationship?
It's kind of hard.
That is
Yeah,
hard.
every case is different, but
It's hard.
what I say, what you can do, like I said, depending on the situation, if he is the breadwinner, I would definitely make a stash.
Yeah.
Gotta be smart.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
smart. Be
Yeah.
smart.
Even if it's not like this is how I feel, and this is my tip. Hope no one's watching. I feel that even though that I make my own money, I need to make sure that I have my own stash with my own money and have stash with his
Your money, yeah, definitely.
Because you never know, and you know how they say you always have to have that ace under your sleeve. Always, because you never know what's gonna happen, and always have a plan B. Even if the relationship is perfect, and whatever perfect is called perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. always have a plan B. Like I feel like always have a plan B.
B, C, D,
And you never know. You're gonna need all of them. So
And then I another thing that I say, like I don't condone violence, but get a gun.
yeah.
Learn some self defense techniques. That movie Enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I was actually thinking of that when I was reading the story.
Yeah.
I was like, like they show so much stuff in there. Buy a taser, tase his ass. Pour water in him, taste him.
You have to remember too that it's kind of difficult when you have kids.
Yes.
When you have kids too,
True.
you have, because they see it, so you have to set up something
You gotta have a
with
plan.
the kids.
Yeah, that's why you have to have a plan B.
Yeah.
When
Like she had on the movie, she had a plan.
She had a plan for her
Like,
kid. Yeah.
With the kids, like when mommy said go, just
Yeah.
grab his bag and
Yeah.
And go.
Yeah.
Don't look
Make
back.
sure that they're
Go.
not like the kids are going away for the weekend, have them
Yeah.
gone while
that's even better.
Yeah.
You have him
don't
like,
have them around the
Yeah.
situation. Yeah,
Because you never know.
yeah, and then speaking of the kids, what if I know they probably seen something, so
Right,
how that
exactly.
affects them?
Yeah.
They're gonna need counseling.
Yeah.
All of that. Just
Because if not, it's gonna be a repeating of the
Oh,
cycle.
yeah,
Cycle's
right,
gonna
in their
repeat.
lives.
Cycle's gonna
yeah, they're
repeat.
gonna feel like, oh, this is okay. But
Yeah.
when you see that your mom left and how she left, and this isn't right. So.
Yeah. What about you, Wilson? What do you, some tips?
just have a plan. It's hard to just grab everything and go. It really is. It's hard to just grab everything and go. Like start putting, it's in your head, I need to leave. Start putting clothes away. Give Annabelle a bag of clothes. Start stashing stuff away. Start talking to the kids, like when you see mommy do X, Y, and Z, that means mommy and you are gonna go away for a long weekend. So
Prepare them.
prepare. You have to be prepared, because if you just leave, you have all these things you don't have for yourself. You have no clothes, you have no stuff, and the kids have no money. In your head, a woman know when she's about to do stuff.
Yeah.
So just set it up.
what do you guys recommend like for a man that's being abused? Like how can a man?
Well, you know what? That is very important that you say it because believe it or not, now the standards have actually flipped around.
Definitely.
Now men are coming out more and saying, you know what? I'm being abused and I was abused. So now the ratio for men versus the woman of being abused has increased double the standards.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, women are abused, the ratios here, for men is doubled.
Really?
Yes. Ooh,
You know why?
cannot
'Cause
believe-
women can be
They'll haul off
more.
and slap you in 1 second. Yeah.
Women can be physically
Yes.
and mentally.
Yes. Oh,
abused,
yes.
And emotionally, and
And-
you'll be like, you won't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's
well,
how slick women are.
Turn the
we
table.
had to learn. We had to learn.
Yeah.
Right? We had to
Yeah.
learn and
Yeah.
sorry.
That ain't a good thing, though.
That is,
Don't
it's
be
not,
out
a,
here.
it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. But again, because of you guys doing it so many years with no one saying anything, because I don't know if you guys remember, but before, the Women's March and the woman, everything that had to do with women, the rights for women, priests weren't even allowed to like have a woman stay at church because her husband was beating her up. Like no one would say anything.
Yeah.
No one. It
Yeah.
wouldn't go punished because we were to serve you.
Yeah.
So us as women, by nature, we're gonna have to learn how to defend ourselves. I mean, we can't just have men beating us up all the time for no reason, right?
You know, though.
So we have to, learn how to defend ourselves, and I feel like women are very smart, and we just got it. All right, we can play this 2 times.
I think this is it's more of a human, a man versus himself thing, because we've like throughout history we've abused each other as human beings. We've abused the other races, other genders, other sexual orientated people, and I think we're because this has come out, about women's rights and women being abused. I think it's just an evolution of I don't know, us as a society. Hopefully we're getting better.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it sometimes. It seems like we go up 50 steps and fall back 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like
I mean, and going back to the men being abused, the ratio of like killing you guys is not high, but it has happened. And
That's because you guys are smart enough to keep us alive so we can.
suffer.
But no, there was a case recently where this lady, she killed her boyfriend because she was abusing him, and she poured bleach down his throat.
Oh, I didn't hear. I saw about that.
Yeah, she was abusing him. She was like 200 pounds or something, and just sat on him and poured the
Whoa.
bleach. Yeah, so you never.
Wait.
Yeah.
How much did he weigh?
Exactly. I don't know. So
Damn, was they like in the middle of something and then?
no, I don't know.
That would have been crazy.
And that's
something to
see?
write about.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well,
That
That's a great opening.
yesterday there was a case reported. Speaking of like stuff, this girl was arrested for training a squirrel to attack her ex-husband. Squirrel? She
Whoa.
trained a squirrel to attack.
Whoa.
Wow.
Who's this Squirrel Girl? It's a real Marvel superhero called
Dude,
Squirrel Girl.
I swear to you, I thought it was like fake news. Fake. It wasn't. It's not fake. I went they were being rude, but no, it wasn't fake. It was really real. This lady, and they have her picture and stuff, and she looks psychotic. She looks crazy. She's white, and then like her mugshot is like and she's smiling, and her eyes are like cross-eyed.
Whoa. That's how she hypnotized the squirrel.
She trained this girl on how to attack her ex-husband.
And did it happen?
Yes, the husband's hospitalized because squirrels are and they bite.
That's horrible.
Whoa.
So squirrels are like related to rats. So they carry rabies.
Whoa.
So he has to be hospitalized and all this
Whoa.
stuff is going on to him.
That's crazy.
People's minds are.
People are crazy.
Yeah.
But going back to men being abused, men do get abused, and how, mentally, we can be pretty harsh.
Pretty harsh, yes.
And, and since we know we can probably get away with, like, hitting them,
Yeah.
we,
Because they won't talk.
And yeah, because you don't want to go tell your homie, hey,
There was
she hit me.
There was a video on Facebook of this guy, and I don't know if it was a joke or what, but there were some young guys, and this guy was sitting in the car, literally crying, saying that this girl raped him. And the guys are laughing, but he's literally crying, saying that the girl is raped him.
You know, it can happen. No, it can happen. I mean, you know, it's a bit hard to believe, right?
Yeah.
But it can happen, I guess.
It can't happen.
Because he's not in the mood.
No.
He has to be in the mood.
Well, just because you get erect doesn't mean that.
He wants to do it.
Right.
I mean, it is a mental thing, but it's also a physical thing.
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't mean that because him, it's obvious. With us, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that because it's obvious, he wants you to take advantage of that.
And rape can happen both ways, you know, man and male, so man and male.
Men and women.
Not man and male.
A man be raped by a man.
Yeah, it can happen.
And a woman can be raped by a woman.
Definitely.
I don't understand that. I don't know, but on the Players Club,
Drug.
on the Players Club, she was definitely trying to get down.
She drugged her.
She drugged her.
Yeah, I just remember you can strap stuff off.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, they do it in prison, right?
In prison.
It's that Orange versus Black.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah, but it's crazy. But just like let's just be aware, and if you guys feel like you're in a situation like that, make sure you ask or seek for help. Even men, don't be shy. Just speak out. It happens, and you're not less of a man because you got raped, or you're not less of a man because you're being abused at home. So
But you know what? There's different levels of mental abuse that you may not really consider to be abuse. But sometimes we really have to be aware of how we treat each other. Just don't.
In general, yeah.
Like, because a lot of times people can make you feel guilty, or they can, and this is a kind of a dating technique that I'm about to say that I've said before that I don't want to put too much out there, but a good technique when dating a man is to make him feel great and then to bring him down by not necessarily pointing out his faults, but his fears. Kind of exploit his fears a little bit, but use them to make him feel good at the same time. So that can be abusive. Yeah. But other than that, just there's several different. Look at y'all are like.
We looked at each other at the same time.
Don't use it.
But you know what? In a way, a lot of things can really be nipped in the bud when you first come into a situation and you let them know what you expect. You show people how to treat you by the way you treat yourself.
Yeah.
If people see insecurities, if people see self-esteem issues, and they're gonna play on that. So if you're not mentally ready for a relationship or any situation, don't put yourself in that situation to be abused or taken advantage of.
Totally.
So and set all the cards out on the table and just let's say, hey, I have a gun. Don't try it. I'm not the one. So just
You don't know me, but I have a question. What if me and Bobby again, we are together.
Why is it always you and Bobby?
It's not always me and Bobby. Right? Maybe it's me and Marky this time.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
She got a gun. I ain't even.
No. You got home drunk and blah and being loud and you push her. And what
She's
if
like,
she
damn,
just punch you? What if she step back and wait a minute, did you just touch me? And she knock you flat out.
Okay, well.
Would you touch her again?
That's self-defense.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
You
well.
touch her again? Because
That's interesting.
would you touch her?
Because if I pushed her, how did I push her? Did I push her so hard that she fell? Did something knock over?
Yes.
And why would I do that?
You're drunk.
I'm drunk.
You're drunk and
I don't know. I'm not that aggressive when I'm drunk unless I'm being.
the food is cold.
no.
What if she's pressing like?
Comes home drunk, right? And then you get upset because he comes home late and drunk, right? So
And he is being verbally abusive, and she being woman like, you're late again while you're drunk and you use up all the money and blah blah blah. So
that's a real scenario.
yeah, because he's at the bar drinking all the money and there's no rent to be paid, the kids need food and that stuff. And then you push her and she punch you.
There will be no punching and pushing.
Would you do that again?
As I said before, it depends on how I push her. But if she knocks me out or whatever, then my first mind is going to want to like attack her back,
But
fight her.
then, if you come to her, she's ready for you.
Okay, she ready. She ready for me.
Ready for you because she punched you the first time. She punched you the first time. So if you come back to her, the girl is ready
Okay,
for
of
you.
course, she's ready. But just like I have to be ready for any man out here, I have to be ready for any woman out here.
I feel like it's a bit different because if he's drunk to the point that he doesn't even
Yeah, he's gonna be knocked out.
He's gonna be knocked out like this.
Of course, like,
After
but
that
once I
first
wake
hit.
up, I'm gonna remember what happened.
Not if you're not drunk.
Right.
So what are you asking me then?
I'm asking you, if you hit her one time and she
Okay, right.
hit you
Yeah.
back, will you come back to
Will you
her
learn
like
your
that?
lesson after that?
Not to-
Like,
Will
oh, I
you-
wouldn't touch her
will
again.
you,
'Cause she
will
knows
that
she's
be
gonna-
a regular
Okay, so I'm
thing?
putting my mind into the abusive man because I'm not an abusive man.
Right.
All right, I don't get my women. So, but I don't know. No, I guess
I
not.
don't
Like,
think because you will think twice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you'll
You
think
will
twice.
think twice because
you know what? Yeah, you're
she
right.
punched
I would definitely, I would think, because I would look at her not as a
victim.
meek woman, not as, or I'll say a meek woman, because a victim is like just as scary as,
Yeah.
because if you're scared, like a scared dog will,
Will do anything.
Yeah, right. So I will just not look at her as a soft, meek woman or whatever, and it's like, okay, she's a formidable opponent, and I just can't run up on her on some silly stuff. So yeah, I think that
You'll think
that's
twice.
right. That's why it's good for a woman to be prepared, so that you can, let the abusive person who you are, like that you're not
You don't
Going
do
for
this. Do not come to me like that.
right, exactly. But in any situation like that, you got to be careful with people. You can't show everybody all your cards.
All your cards.
Because they will come back with you gotta
No, you show them the gun first, then
Right.
you show them the knife.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then another
They-
fight.
you'll come with a knife, and then they'll bring a gun.
Yeah.
You come with a gun, they'll bring a bazooka. Like you gotta be smart on how you show your cards. So
Okay, on that note, we gotta wrap it up.
we definitely have to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Friends Talk. Thank you so much, Marquita,
Yes,
You're
for
welcome. Thank you, guys.
Let us know
Presenting your
again
book.
how to get in touch with you on Facebook.
You can get in touch with me through author Marquita Brown on Facebook, and my email address is authormarquitabrown@gmail.com. Website coming soon, authormarquitabrown.com.
Perfect. So make sure you guys follow her. And that's do you have like an Instagram?
Instagram as well, author Marquita Brown.
Do you follow on Twitter?
No Twitter.
Snapchat?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I tried Snapchat, I was like,
It's weird.
yeah. I was like, no.
But that's good. Make sure you guys buy her book. We're sure gonna read it because I'm curious already. So we will be reading her book, and hopefully we can have you back for the next
Definitely.
Remember, she is able to give you signed copies, guys.
Yes.
So
Hit me up through email or Facebook.
For a signed copy. of the book, and I tell the book is good.
So make sure you guys follow us on Instagram. Not Instagram, on Facebook. Yeah, I was gonna give my information. Make sure you guys follow us on Facebook and YouTube. friendstalk.com, that's on YouTube, and then friends-talk, that's on Facebook, but you can follow every individual on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Well, you can follow me on Twitter. I don't know about Mr. Bob.
I need to update my Twitter because
I am actually on Twitter at Winsome2016.
wow.
Okay, so then follow
I
me
wonder when you
at
make-
Winsome at 2016, and you can follow me, and I'm gonna see on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat with the same name. You will find me there. And
So I need to make my information easy like yours. Yeah, you can find me on Facebook as Martin James McFly. I'm in the process of making things a little bit more easy. Also on Snapchat, Braceface88. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna give you guys for now.
so yeah, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up to the video. Make sure you guys share it. Please share it. And if you guys have any questions, any comments, leave them below. And if you guys want to talk about anything else, or if you guys have questions, or if you guys want to know the hotline for domestic abuse, make sure you guys give it a like. And we will be putting it up on our video at the end of the video so that you guys can have it just in case. Any comments, leave them below.
Thank you.
Thank you.